Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Prop Wiz. I'm your host, the Wiz. Today, we'll be doing a box opening and review of this Luke Skywalker. This is the Luke Skywalker specifically from the Mandalorian series. In fact, his first appearance in the Mandalorian series. Of course, he had another scene, I believe, where he was training Grogu. Dude, super dope, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I felt like a little kid again when Luke Skywalker returned on that episode. Right from the jump, man, watching that X-Wing fighter fly up. You know, my daughter, I believe, was 10 years old at the time. My son, who grew up, he's 18 now, man, grew up on this, yo. We were all watching this, man, with the wifey, and dude, I saw the X-Wing fighter. Me and my son already started getting excited. When they showed the green lightsaber, my daughter started getting excited. Like, she was able to recognize that, yo, this might be my boy, man. So very, very exciting, man. Because not only for me did it trigger my childhood, but obvious, and if you can't tell by that story, I raised my kids well. But the fact that my kids got excited about his appearance in Mandalorian, his return, and how they recognized the clues before even seeing exactly who he was a dope experience, man. So, of course, Disney, being the massive money-making machine corporation that they are, they got me, dog. They hit me with a commercial. I immediately started buying Luke Skywalker stuff. I don't know how soon after the show aired that this came available, but it was fairly soon after. But right from the jump, dude, I ordered me a Luke Skywalker lightsaber directly from Disney. Or I had a friend pick up the lightsaber for me from one of the Disneyland areas, the Disney World in Florida. Like, super crazy, man. I have almost every FX lightsaber. I didn't have this particular Luke's lightsaber because it had this fat end on it, man. But dude, immediately I had to have it, yo. So that's it, man. Shout out to Disney. I don't know if that's a diss to Disney or a true shout out to Disney, but whatever it is, I got it. I got this figure. The 1/6 scale Luke Skywalker deluxe version, man. This is by Hot Toys, and if I'm not mistaken, I think part of the exclusive was that it came with this robot. Not sure. We'll open it up and see. Okay, I'm just taking a look at some of the information just to let you know, dude, I purchased this, so I had pre-ordered it in August of 2021. I didn't receive it until May of 2023. So not too bad. Actually, no, that's bad. That's more than that's a couple of years that it took to get to me. Wow, man. So hopefully you guys are here just to hear my review, because if this thing has been sitting on my floor since May 11th of 2023, so this is definitely an old figure. There's probably plenty of box opening and reviews out there of this bad boy. Man, that's crazy that it took me this. Man, I got tons and tons of stuff. So just sneak peek or preview. There's going to be a lot of figures that I'm opening, specifically the 1/6 scale figures that I'm opening that's probably been sitting in a box in a corner in my basement for probably some years. But we're here now, baby. We're here now. Anyway, long intro. Let's dive right into this bad boy. The box itself, man, very, very consistent with the figures, other Star Wars figures. It seems like they keep this same basic design for the Star Wars figures. The cool thing is it do look like it's the actual figure on display. I don't see any kind of promo photos from the show itself. That's the actual figure. That's the actual figure there. It looked like we come with a Grogu, man. Some of the stuff I'm kind of interested. I know it's a deluxe. I believe the robot is it. But it's been so long that I copped this. I really don't know what the deluxe was specifically, but we'll open it up and see what we got, man. We might got a cool base or something. Everything else is plain, dude. We got the credits on the back. You're more than free to read that on your own. If you can zoom in on it, do that, because I'm not reading it. But we do got this little wraparound case. Got the sides. Some of these shots, again, look like they were directly from the show, but they're not. It is the figure. The Luke Skywalker probably lends itself, right? Because if I remember correctly, I know they updated it, but when they first aired the episode, Luke Skywalker did look plasticky. Didn't take away from my enjoyment, because I know that Mark Hamill was old. It's like, we know what it is. But at the same time, you got to think that probably lends itself to a toy that's made out of plastic. That's a silver lining that I pulled right out of the sky. I pulled right out of the threads of the universe right there. Plastic toy fits the plastic look of Luke Skywalker in the show itself. Not a diss. Again, I enjoyed it. Epic scene. Awesome. But anyway, let me see. I think we might got another slip case, and yes, sir, we do. Dude, this is cool. I think I've seen this with the Reva figure in the Darth Vader figure from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. There's probably some others that did this, but I noticed that they go with this almost negative kind of look, this black and white look that's got this silver, just a little touch of silver in there, almost look like it's printed on metallic paper, which is real cool. We got Star Wars again, Luke Skywalker deluxe version. Oh, I didn't say it's the DX23 1/6 scale collectible figure that was also on the actual box as well. Of course, we got the Disney logo letting us know why this figure probably costs $100 more than it would have if another company did it. That's cool. Not hating. Don't cancel my Disney Plus subscription. But anyways, yeah, man, DX figure, yo, so pretty cool. And we got another slip box. Yes, sir. So we got another close-up, another black and white of Luke Skywalker, man, doing damage to the robots. And this one actually does have some writing. I'll go ahead and read this one. Luke Skywalker was a Tatooine farm boy who rose from the humble beginnings to become one of the greatest Jedi the galaxy has ever known. Along with his friends Princess Leia and Han Solo, Luke battled the evil Empire, discovered the truth of his parentage, and ended the tyranny of the Sith. Star Wars. Of course, it's kind of cool to see that word Sith. I don't feel like the Sith word was used a lot in the original Star Wars, right? I'm not saying it didn't exist. I just don't remember the word being used that as much as you see it now. So that's kind of cool to connect it that way now. Okay, man, that looks like that's it with the box. The figure is right behind this thing. So we'll take this down to the downstairs studio and commence the actual box opening, man. Check out what we got. All right, diving on in, man. This is beautiful, yo. So obviously a DX figure. I'm assuming that all DX figures, or probably most DX figures, come like this. Every single one that I have one of these, including a Luke Skywalker Bespin. This is the one that Hot Toys released years ago that had two figures, had a damaged Luke Skywalker where the outfit was damaged and hand cut off, and one that wasn't. And it had this same kind of setup. And also my 89 Batman DX figure, the original, that came out years ago, also had a setting like this. So I think that is cool little display. We can see what we got right from the jump. They're calling this a newly developed Luke Skywalker head sculpt. I don't know if they're saying that. I don't know if the rest of the figure is something old that they're redoing, maybe original Luke. It looks all brand new to me, of course. This is from Mandalorian and not from Return of the Jedi, specifically, even though it's the same look and same costume. All right, we got Grogu in there, got the robot. We're gonna get the robot out first. So real dope battle damage. If you've seen the show, Luke put some work onto this bad boy. It's got joints and stuff on there. This side isn't moving. A lot of this thing ain't moving. So I don't know if this is a static piece. I'm not gonna mess with this too much until I know for a fact, because it looked like this arm looked like it moves, but the head does move. Okay, but it's damaged, so I guess we ain't gonna be doing too much movement. You got the little stand here. As of now, as cool as this is, I don't know if this is something I'm gonna be displaying. To be honest with you, I don't know if I got room for this whole thing, and I don't know. It was cool to have, man. Sometimes I buy these deluxe figures just because the price isn't that different. It'll be $40, $50 more, maybe even $60 more. Usually less than that, man. And it's like, whatever, that's nothing. But dude, look at the details, man. And this thing got some weight on it too. This feels like a whole figure to itself. Okay, what else we got, man? Just because he looked like he's easier, we're gonna take Grogu out first, AKA Baby Yoda. And oops. Right from the jump, the head comes off. Nah, that was my work. I kind of moved it around. All right, cool. But hey, at least that lets us know that the head moves around. Looks good. Painted well, especially the face. Probably be a little bit more weathering on the outfit itself. But nah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. The hands move, yes. So, not super articulate, but we got a little bit of movement in there. All right, cool. What else before we get to the Luke? Got the hologram. Looks like the hologram of the spaceship that they were actually on. Who calls them spaceships? I do, because I'm old. But
So I'm guessing this is a hologram that maybe Luke got to let him know that there was a distress going on somewhere he needed to be. All right, that looked like that's for the robot, stand for the robot. Yeah, that's cool. Yep, just slips right in there. So that's it for this top layer. Go ahead and pull Luke Skywalker out, man. Dude, I love Luke Skywalker figures, man. I've got a bunch of them. There's a lot of them I don't have. Like I don't have I believe it was the snow speeder. Luke, I had on my wish list. And that bad boy actually lasted for long. Like, it was one of them figures that didn't sell out immediately. And dude, I just procrastinated too long, man, and never got my hands on it. So there's definitely some Luke Skywalkers that I'm missing that I wish I had. But I feel like I got all the important ones, which was Return of the Jedi, The Empire Strikes Back Luke, and one of the ones I missed was the New Hope Luke, man. So I'm hoping Hot Toys release another one. If I remember correctly, dude, I didn't really care for the head sculpt on that. It wasn't horrible. But to me, man, some of those figures, the Obi-Wan Kenobi that was released around that same time period, and that Luke Skywalker, man, I thought they could be, even at that time period, thought they could be a little bit better. But I do wish I had grabbed them because, dude, the price of them skyrocketed. And really, I think I hesitated. I think those sold out pretty quick. So those are one of those ones I hesitated, wasn't sure if I wanted it, and just missed out on it. Anyway, I'm up here rambling, yo. We ain't even talking about the figure, man. I'm trying to get all the plastic off first. Oh my God, look at that. Head came right off. Looking like an AI robot off a Steven Spielberg movie. What in the world? All right, that's cool. Obviously got the eye rolling technology going on. Got to get the head off so I can get the plastic off. Yeah, well, we got the head off, man, but look at that head sculpt. Yeah, man. Luke Skywalker, young Luke Skywalker. Again, as I mentioned earlier, man, I'll probably be a little bit more lenient on this figure because, of course, there was AI used to de-age the Mark Hamill or even the actor, right? Like they have Mark Hamill kind of stand in and go through the motion, but they actually had a stand-in and they put Luke Skywalker's face on top of it, I guess. Didn't do a great job at it. I thought it was all right. I was excited when I first saw it, but I know they went back and redid it. So I guess the benefit for Disney having Disney Plus is they can make changes to the thing because they're not selling the DVD. At that time wasn't selling the DVD, so they can give you what they want to give you. So they digitally did the face, didn't do the best job, came in and redid it, and that's what's up there now. But anyway, again, this figure lends itself to being more plastic. It's okay if it doesn't look exactly right, but that looks like Mark Hamill, man. Definitely look like a young Mark Hamill. And definitely looks like Mark Hamill from that episode. So that's cool. All right, we're gonna see what else we got in here before we dive in further. Okay, we do got directions. I don't think we're gonna need those. This stuff is pretty simple, it looks like. Okay, it's cool. It does come with a background. Again, that's cool. Yo, it's got like a little 3D element to it. Look at that. Yeah, man, that's kind of cool. I hadn't seen it quite like that. This ain't something I'll be using at all because we ain't got no room for that. But it's cool to have. Okay. What we got in here? Yo, listen. Okay, I'm gonna go over everything in here, dude. We got 4 additional ungloved hands, the left hand, and we've got 5 additional right hands, gloved hands. So that's cool. You got all these different hands. Even Grogu got 2 additional hands. I don't know what's the difference between those and the ones he got on. They're both open. They look like the same hands, to be honest with you. We do got batteries probably for the lightsaber. We got 1 lightsaber, just a regular lightsaber. I believe the blade probably comes off of this. Yep. So you can display it that way, which is how I'm probably going to display him. Being that we got Grogu, I'm probably going to have him holding Grogu. And of course, we got the motion lightsaber. This is cool. It seems very, very standard with these Star Wars figures, and this is becoming standard. I think pretty much standard. Probably been for quite some time. But this is basically The one is already in hands, already set up to light up. So when you plug this bad boy in, it's guaranteed to light up. I'm not sure where if the batteries go in this or if it's somewhere in the body. It's got to be somewhere in here. So we'll figure that out in a little bit, but that's real cool. I'm not going to be displaying it. Anything that takes batteries, I just don't even waste time with because I don't activate it enough. And of course, you got batteries that end up leaking or damaging the inside if you let it sit for in my case, man, the stuff I put batteries in is had batteries in there for years and years. Perfect example is my Batman. I have the 1989 Batmobile, the one that came out years and years ago from Hot Toys, and there's the headlights. One of the headlights don't work. One of the backlights don't work. And yeah, it just ain't worth it for me. Okay, that's cool. We do got the hood, which we are going to be rocking them with that. It's a very cool material. It's very, very light. It lends itself to draping. It's very thin, but it's got the right look. I like that. And it doesn't look as thick as the one. I feel like the one from Return of the Jedi had more texture to it. I might be wrong about that, but that's cool. Okay, of course, we got the base. This is a standard Star Wars base. Usually it comes with a little slip that goes on top of it as well. I don't know if this one will come with that because this pretty much matches what he was standing on in the show. This is more appropriate. And then, of course, we got the eye rolling device to help you roll the eyes. I'm probably not going to be messing with the eyes because I am horrible at messing with eyes. Yep, because you got two different things. So you got to individually set them. I'm horrible at that, yo. I be doing it to figures and they be all cross-eyed, looking crazy. So he's looking straight. We probably going to have him looking straight anyway. While we got the figure in hand, man, beautiful, beautiful. Again, already commented on the head sculpt. Hair looks dope. Of course, it's molded hair, but you got all the shades of black and kind of blondish browns, and it's got a shine to it that's giving it I feel like a realistic look for the most part. Anyway, the suit, dope, man. This is the first Jedi outfit that I really saw, of course, in Empire Strikes, or just seeing them transition from the lighter outfits in Star Wars: A New Hope to Empire Strikes Back, and Empire Strikes Back to Return of the Jedi, where the idea is, dude, this is the full Jedi form of Luke, even though he had a little bit of his journey. He didn't finish his training, as Yoda pointed out. But, dude, actually just love that, man, how it's layered. And it's crazy because some of this layering and stuff, this is stuff I probably didn't notice when I was a kid. Like, I just thought he just had like a karate outfit on with a belt. But man, looking at this stuff now and studying other outfits, like Darth Maul's outfit to me is similar to this, where it's just layers upon layers. And of course, Anakin transitioned to the Vader. The later Anakin also had kind of that tonic look as well and had the darker outfit. So very cool. Got the old school boots. It's 80s. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy when you watch the newer Star Wars, the prequels and everything. There was updates to the outfits. Like, this is more of a cape style. I feel like in the later Star Wars, they actually had robes where they actually had arms and sleeves and everything. But I think this style cape, I don't think I've ever heard anybody mention that before, but it's probably just, reminiscent of the 80s, man. This was probably a cooler outfit in the 80s. And so likewise, there's stuff going on here, namely the boots, that to me feels very, very 80s like the boots, even in the newer ones, were kind of updated. They had a little bit more layering, covers on the front or whatnot. But dude, overall, super dope, man. Another thing is, look at the hook. The laters, it's crazy because I'm saying the later movies, which were the prequels that took place before this, actually had these clips where the lightsabers will clip into. Whereas in this, actually had a hook. This and his Bespin outfit has hooks for the lightsaber. But dude, super dope, man. Again, we got the glove hand. We're probably going to replace that hand with something else, with another hand, but still dope, man. The belt is Velcro on the back, so it looked like we could remove the belt and that thing going under the belt if we need to, but I don't think we're going to have to. Dude, I think he looks dope, man. I'm feeling it. Look at the belt, the detail on the belt. You got the kind of little bit of scratches. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of distressed. It's got some wear and tear on the belt, which is cool. That looks like leather. Don't know if it's real leather or not, but the belt actually looks like leather. What else we got? The boots look like leather. There is texture there that's different. So you got this smooth material there, then you got more of a textured material here. I don't know if that's showing up on camera. So definitely a lot of care taken in the look of this, man. Anyways, what else we got? Dude, I think that's it, man. We'll take this back. We'll take one more look at him. Trying to see why the hands. He got different hands in here, but the hands look the same. Ah, I see what's going. We got some forced hands, maybe. Right, you seeing it? So the hands are kind of going out like that, whereas in the ones on there, they're both open hands, but one's kind of held out like he's using the force or something. So I guess that's cool. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm probably ain't gonna be fumbling with that, yo. That looks decent. So anyways, man, I think that's it, yo. Let's take this back upstairs for the final thoughts.
Okay, here we are for the final thoughts, man. Right out the jump, man, I'm gonna let you know I think the figure is super dope. There's a weird little mix of new and nostalgia, whereas it's obvious there's some updates to this figure, not the figure itself, but the character, right? It's slightly different. I already mentioned the cape. I did take a look at the old Luke Skywalker figure from Return of the Jedi. His cape is actually brown with the hood and a different texture. This almost got like a silk look to it. So already there's a difference. That's very accurate to the show. It looked different in Return of the Jedi than it did in Mandalorian, which is cool. So it's a real cool thing where obviously this is Luke. When you see this is Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi. At least that's what I felt. In fact, again, my kids watched Mandalorian. They went crazy as they associated that Luke Skywalker as that Return of the Jedi, especially with the lightsaber being one of the first things you saw early on in the fight scene in Mandalorian. But at the same time, there's an update. He does look slightly different. I feel like even the body type, there's a couple of things that just look slightly different. But again, very, very accurate to the show. So that's not a mark off at all. It's just that if I had to choose between the two, I think I like the old figure because even the head sculpt was different. And again, this head sculpt was probably based not just off of a young Mark Hamill, but this head sculpt is probably based specifically off the de-aged Mark Hamill that was in Mandalorian, whereas in my other figure is an actual young Luke Skywalker. Because in fact, it feels like my Return of the Jedi figure. I'll probably in the outro video, man, might show the picture up as a comparison. But it's crazy because my Return of the Jedi Mark Hamill looks slightly older. Doesn't look old, but he looks slightly older than this. He actually looks younger here to me. Again, that's just my thoughts on the figure. That has nothing to do with the rating. As far as the rating, man, I give the figure a 5 out of 5, dude. I think it's a good job, man. It's a good representation of what I saw in this show. And we also got some cool accessories, man, including Grogu. I mean, it's got to be a price tag. You can't have enough Baby Yodas in the house, man. So I think that's real cool that it came with that. I do like the fact that he has the light up lightsaber. Whether I use it or not, man, it's always good to have that option. And I do think that's a very, very cool thing. I love having that option, yo. And of course, this extra added accessory as well. It's cool. I think it's dope, man. It's got weight. In terms of quality, it's great. I don't know what the price tag was with adding that bad boy. I could do without it. I'm not gonna lie. It's not my favorite thing, even though it's top notch. It just don't fit how I would probably display this figure, man. But anyways, with that being said, again, 5 out of 5, dude. I think that's a fair rating. That's my thoughts, man. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comment section. Is this something you're looking at? You already got your hands on? If you got your hands on it already, let me know what's up. In fact, if you got one of the other Luke Skywalkers and this one, what's the comparison? What do you think? What could they have done to make it better? Or do you think this is perfect? Again, let me know in the comment section. Also, if you're feeling this video, if you like this video, please take the time to hit the like button. Also, think about hitting that notify button, man. That way you're aware of everything that I drop on this show. If you haven't already as well, please subscribe. As always, I love you guys to death, and I'll check you out next time, all right? Peace.
Yo, I'm back at it, my bad habit is mass scattered. My rap pattern is green like the rain and rap sounding is fiends at it. Extreme addicts take a crack at it. Upstairs, cause they thought I stared cracks in the attic. Erratic thoughts cause static, all start to panic. Organic thoughts is a planet and orphans all off the planet. Hard to manage all the damage caused. I'm on planet Mars, damage hearts, y'all amateurs. It's real as Santa Claus. Cause of panic, automatic, all my anti-draws. Dramatic pause, symptom with symptoms the same as cancer cause. They in awe. Yeah, I really think y'all spitting, but nah, yeah, I spit nonsense. Honest to God, garbage, which is God sent. Sit to demolish and start problems. I'm here, weird logic is clear upon us. Is pure astonishment, ear accomplished. Hearing my lyrics, we starving. Recharge the peace in me. Fuck in a box, rock the house, scatter crowd sounds with your head bobbing. Yeah, my jargon darkens the earth, heartless bird dropping, they dropping, so you're knocking. Your words are microscopic, my words are cosmic, get it popping like any